Morning. I don't know whether you just heard, it's just stopped. I accidentally set the smoke alarm off with the shower. Aidan only replaced the battery in it yesterday. It's in the spare, well, the flower room, which will become the baby's room, so may have to investigate that. Don't think the baby's going to be that impressed, or me. Yeah, so unfortunately, Aidan's still not very well today. Oh, it's not funny, but I've probably not helped with the situation by having the smoke alarm. I didn't want to go and get a chair or anything to stand on, because I'm only going to break it, plus shouldn't really go standing around on chairs. So I just sort of shut the door, but it didn't go off for that long, thankfully. Yeah, so he's got a migraine, unfortunately. On yesterday's vlog, you'll see that in the evening he started feeling a bit unwell. Sometimes you can get rid of it if you just go to bed early, but he's not had a very good night and still feeling really rubbish. And migraines are awful because you just can't do anything. It's awful. Even just walking around, if you have to walk to the toilet or something, your head just it's pounding. It's horrible. So I can really sympathise because as you know, I do suffer from them myself, and they are awful. Luckily he doesn't get them that often. But it's really the only thing generally that he does suffer with, actually. He's got really good immunity, whereas mine's rubbish. I get anything going around. But Aidan really doesn't get ill. So when the odd day he does feel rubbish, it is sad, because normally he's fine. Yeah, so I'm hoping that he'll feel better later on today. Obviously he's not gone into work this morning. I've dosed him up again. He didn't even want breakfast, so that gives you a scale of he's feeling a bit crap. And we'll see how he is. I'll leave him alone this morning so he can get some rest. See how he is this afternoon. If he's feeling better, he said that he might try and go into work this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. Obviously you can't really tell with migraines. So as for me, I have got, just checking what the time was, I've got my flu jab this morning, so I'm just going to get dressed now and go to that. It's quite early. I'm also I've been reading people on Facebook saying about all the flooding in Tewkesbury, and we live on the outskirts, so we don't actually live in Tewkesbury town, but the doctor's is in Tewkesbury town, so I don't know, but might be able to see some flooding on the way. Hopefully you can still get there. I don't know how bad it is, but I've read that it's only 3 inches below the level that it was in 2007, and that's the year that we had the floods here. Again, luckily we weren't affected with our house, but so many houses, local houses here, were flooded and just ruined. It was awful. Even actually on the outskirts, I think just 2 or 3 roads away from us, it got that bad. They were flooded as well, so pretty scary. And that was a shock actually then, because it didn't actually, to me, didn't seem that bad. I remember because I was at home, I was at uni at that time, so I was sat in the office, which used to be in the other room then. I was doing an essay or my dissertation or something, and I remember watching, because my desk was by the window and the rain was coming down heavy, persistent rain all day, sort of like it was yesterday. but I didn't really think anything of it. And then Aidan came home fine. I mean, he only works locally as well, so he wasn't struggling. And then like the next day we woke up and there was like chaos everywhere, and you couldn't get anywhere because like the main roads, like people had just abandoned their cars. I don't know, it was something like Armageddon or something ridiculous. So yeah, so hopefully we've had enough flood supports or whatever they do to stop that happening again, because that was just awful. And some people, I think, like over a year it took to get back in their houses. And like, can you just imagine, like, everything that you own is just ruined because it's all like flood water, so it's all contaminated, so you can't save your stuff, and oh, it'd just be awful.
The Brit vlog.
9 cat approved. So I'm back now. I did take the camera in case I went past any like flooded areas so I could show you, but like I did see a couple of bits, but obviously I was driving and there wasn't anywhere I could stop, so it wasn't that exciting anyway. We've got like these fields which are like basically the floodplains. They're obviously full of water now, so it's like a little lake. And I did see one side road that had flooded, going into one of like the little villages. But other than that, everything was fine. So I don't know, perhaps it's obviously in different areas that I went to. I can't speak now. Yeah, so fine. Flu job's done now, and I have to have the whooping cough one like at 28 weeks, and that gives immunity to the baby, so that's good. So we'll have that one done later on. And it's very busy down there, like mostly like old people, but they have like set flu clinics, so you're just basically in and out. She sticks the needle in your arm and then that's it, and the next one's in. So yeah, we're very busy, but back now, and still dry out, so hopefully there's not going to be any more rain today. I'm just going to have breakfast and then decide what to do next. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Bit better.
Venture downstairs.
Yeah, can't stay in bed any longer.
It's basically being still in bed, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not downstairs.
We're in a different room.
Yeah, I'm in a different room now.
Do you have any arms, or are you just a head?
Go on, there's a hand here.
There's a hand.
There's a hand. It's cold down here, but warm.
Ah, it's so windy today. I couldn't put the post out because like, I was afraid it would blow away.
Can I just clarify, it's not me, she means actual.
No, like the weather. But it has stayed dry, I think, as far as I'm aware. So I think we're probably alright on the flooding. But yeah, so I couldn't put the post out, and then the postman came and he had to take like only a couple of parcels at a time, because they're really light, because they're just artificial flowers. So like I had to take a couple at a time so they didn't blow away. And we're waiting to see how our fence holds up, because last time we had like strong winds, which wasn't actually as bad as it's been today. Both of our fences collapsed. So we've got like the back garden fence, which is like the solid panelling, and we've got picket fence out the front, and they both collapsed because we're like on the end of the row. And then Aidan's dad fixed them a few months ago, so we're going to see how good his DIY skills are, but from what I've looked at so far, seems to be holding up, so pretty good. Well done, Andrew and Adam. He helped a bit. Had to help against his will. Yeah. Doesn't like doing DIY. No. Yeah, so don't know, probably go back to bed soon. Yeah, early night, see if you're okay in the morning. With some more tablets. I think it's almost time. What's the time? Yeah, not long. They were just watching the news to see about the flooding, and this bloke here is somewhere in Somerset, and he's standing in some floodwater, and he's just about to tell us all about it. Just watch his microphone there with the battery underneath.
George, I have to say there's growing...
Oops. Oh, we can't hear you.
George, I have to say there's growing...
Battery fell into the water. Now he's talking, you can't hear him.
Bean stole a giant's yogurt here.
I'm not eating the whole pot.
Is this your pudding, Bean? After you made me, I'm just gonna have
this is
an entire pot of yogurt.
This is my dinner.
Oh.
Some yogurt.
Oh.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Just gonna have more drugs and then sleep time.
Yeah. Can you hear that rain?
Well, to
You
be fair,
don't really need to
it's
look at. You don't need to look
it's
at
the
the
gutter
line.
that's accentuating that a little bit.
Yeah, we have there's a leak in our gutter, but like obviously you'd need quite heavy rain to make that much rain noise. Yeah, so like basically as soon as I said earlier that it wasn't raining, it started raining as soon as I turned the camera off, and it's been raining ever since. Like quite heavy rain, to be fair, but also like it said on the news, like the bloke was just stood in like the road was flooded, yeah, but like in 2007, like the water was up to like here, and like it's, you know, it's only at your feet, so putting it into perspective, it's not that drastic. And like we weren't even on the news, so it's not that bad here. Cat's gone to sleep there. So cute. Upside down head, cute. So Aiden's going to have an early night. Hopefully feel better in the morning. I think he's feeling a little bit better than he was anyway. So hopefully be able to get some sleep, because I didn't sleep that well last night, and that it always helps if you can get some sleep. So send him to bed and see how he is tomorrow. And I shall speak to you tomorrow too.